Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And today, we're going to talk about another big, brave, bold experiment happening out of Indianapolis. Gun control du jour is the dish of the day, and we are going to tear this asunder because while all of the amazing virtue signaling is occurring, this has a snowball's chance in hell of becoming a thing for many reasons, including a state-level preemption. We're going to walk you through this entire thing, and we're going to talk about not only what is going on, but why would they do this when it's an obvious failure. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this right down there. Now, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn that notification bell on. We are so close to 500,000 subs, and we would love to have you join us as we dispense freedom twice daily on this channel. Thank you so much, and the content today is brought to you by USCCA. Now, USCCA is more than just about the right to keep and bear arms. It's also about a resource for your before, during, and after a self-defense incident. If you're not one of the 500,000 USCCA members, why not? There's some amazing training, there's some amazing resources, and everything that you need to successfully defend yourself and utilize that right to keep and bear arms in a safest manner possible to take you home to your family. Everything will be linked in the description box below, including the link for USCCA, and thank you to them for making this content possible. All right, my brothers and sisters, we have got to dive into this because we've got a situation in Indianapolis because they're leading the way in gun violence prevention, even though it's not going to happen and they're banning concealed carry licenses. Yeah. All right, let's get it. Indianapolis City Council votes in favor of banning assault rifles and removing concealed carry. Mayor Joe Hogsett introduced a gun control measure known as Proposal 156 as part of his public safety plan. Well, I feel safer. In fact, when Tim and I were covering this on Second Legacy, I'll put the video down there, we have a whole lot of fun with this because we can go longer form content on it. This is insanity. All the stuff that I'm about to cover with you literally cannot happen. They know it cannot happen, and yet they do it anyway. Check out what they're asking for. This is the wish list. The Indianapolis City Council passed a proposed gun control measure by a vote of 18 to 5 Monday evening. Introduced by Mayor Joe Hogsett as part of his public safety plan, Proposal 156 was initially approved 9-4 by the city's Public Safety and Criminal Justice Committee. The ordinance increases the age required to purchase a gun in the city to 21 years old, bans assault rifles within city limits, and mandates a license to carry. So, you know the whole constitutional carry in Indiana? Yeah, nah, they don't want that in Indianapolis. Raising the age from 18 to 21 for a rifle? Yeah, let's do that. And you know what? Let's really get in front and just really ban those assault weapons. Again, all of this is in direct conflict with preemption, and they know it. Check this out. Here's some quotes for you. Tonight's council votes on proposals 149 and 156 prove that Indianapolis and its leadership won't back down from taking bold steps to protect residents and neighborhoods, Hogsett said in a statement. I applaud the council's bipartisan support for funding our partnership with U.S. Attorney Zach Myers, holding the worst of the worst offenders to account. Okay. Big, bold statements. Does that sound familiar to you? Because the Biden administration force-fed that down a tube for us for the first 3 months of the administration when the media was constantly saying big, bold initiatives. Jen Psaki, big, bold initiatives. All the things. It was all about being bold and amazing and emboldened and brazened about your infringements. It never stops. But anyway, I got another quote for you. Because these things cannot and will not happen in Indiana, but they're doing it anyway. It points to a zeal that is unmatched. Check this out. Quote, I also wish to thank those who approved our common sense gun safety measures, including a ban on semi-automatic assault weapons, increasing the purchasing age to 21, requiring handgun licenses, and removing the concealed carry of firearms, the mayor continued. Tonight, we are sending a clear message to where we stand about the causes of gun violence and the proliferation of illegal weapons on our streets. All of a sudden, illegal weapons popped in when the entire thing was about infringing upon legal, law-abiding constituents. This is all constitutional behavior, but now we got to hit the proliferation of illegal guns on our streets. Maybe it's a criminal issue, not a gun issue. Maybe. But anyway, the reason that we're covering this is because it's so obviously transparent. This is about the 2024 election. This is about raising funds. This is about virtue signaling because they know it cannot happen. In fact, check this out. The plan, however, is not immediately enforceable, as state law prohibits local governments from enforcing this kind of gun regulation. The city would be allowed to enact the measure if state regulations are lifted or the law is changed by the legislature or the courts. That's called preemption. Preemption does not allow a minor body to conflict with the major body. In other words, the municipalities, the cities, they cannot pass gun legislation that conflicts with state law. They know this. The media knows this. Everyone knows this. They do it anyway. In fact, listen to what they say and tell me this isn't virtue signaling. Quote, "You may call this toothless, but this is us taking a stand because it's too much," Democrat Councilor Allie Brown said. You may call this toothless. That's because it is toothless. They know it's not going to happen. It's not, this is like trying to get water from a rock, or if you're Southern, water from a turnip. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever unless there's an ulterior motive. You're seeing this, and this is where we tie the entire thing together. You're seeing this across the Democratic Party, utilizing gun violence as their rally call to raise funds and get power in the 2024 election cycle. That's what you're seeing. Across the board, they're focusing on getting more women votes from the suburbs all around gun control. At the city and state levels, they're passing things like this that they know conflict. Even their statements. You may call this toothless because everyone knows it's toothless. This is a political ploy. That's what they're doing. In fact, let's look at this last piece, because now we got to get some feds too. The council also approved a proposal for the city to add 3 federal prosecutors who will focus on prosecuting federal gun crimes as part of the mayor's public safety plan. So now we're going to bring feds in and make sure we get the feds involved too. The underlying theme here is as we fight for our rights, as we push the Second Amendment forward, the battlefield is that they are choosing is laying out differently. It's no longer about what they can achieve. It's now about asking for the entire elephant in order to get something that they want in the elections coming up. The battlefield is shifting. I'm telling you this is happening. You can check me on it. You can write a date on it, but you're seeing it across the board. They are changing tactics, and it's now moving into election time, which is going to get even more extreme and even more radical. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.